When I play Tetris, my bricks cost $70,000 each. Go ahead and try to stop me. I punch horns with a diesel pull. I punch horns so the metal plates fuck together and sweat. Sometimes the thighs I bend never really come apart. You see, it's a poem about a junkie. It's a poem about two dogs stuck together fucking. Really, it's not a poem. You see, when I'm punching things, I forget about you. The Tetris bricks are multicolored. The Tetris bricks build your face every single time. And you have the highest score. You will always have the highest score, and I will never beat it. I spent 2 years playing. I spent 2 years, and I haven't even made enough money to buy one new shiny white brick. And when I play Tetris, sometimes the bricks fall apart. I put wooden boards on the ground. I have a special net. I try to keep everything together, centralized, a nervous system of color. A color is all that keeps us. And when we're finished, I will hire your sister to paint the windows of our storefront. And when that's finished, I will pay a stranger to throw a brick through her art. Nothing means nothing. And I say, what happens when you all get better? I will pay a stranger to throw a brick through your heart. I will take apart my book. I call my book my heart. And when I finish all these poems, I will erase my hard drive. I drive hard so you'll never know how much it hurts to have a heart. Sometimes it sounds like I'm putting a knife into you, and sometimes it's only a sound. And when we're alone, beyond the storefront, sitting on the floor in piles of paintings and glass and string, you say, I'm going to knit you a monster and mail it to Missouri. I know what you mean. There are days when even I want to make a monster outside myself. How I want to take all these strings inside me out through my mouth. How it's absolutely not a joke. And of course I say, what the hell is your monster going to do in Missouri? And you say there are so many broken hearts, I mean bricks all around us. And God, I know it hurts every time I drop a brick down into place. How the holes are so infrequently full of the right shapes. How your favorite bricks are purple, and how I always try to use the purple bricks to make your morning face, but there are so many colors. There are so many colors, and sometimes I don't know if I am in the warehouse or at home behind the desk at our storefront office, but I play the game hard for you, and I make your face prettier, I think, each time. And the next time I see your monster, it is days and days later, and your monster is wearing a green and white scarf. I want to say your monster is a queer, but I don't want to offend your monster. His head is so round, so soft. His head is not yet covered, and I hold your monster like an infant. I hold your monster close, and I say I want to keep your monster all for myself. And then I realize we are sleeping in our room, and the neighbors have gotten into each other again. We can hear them like raccoons tearing each brick from its careful place. So I keep my eyes shut and hope the cereal is safe away. I keep my eyes shut and wish for an end of the world alarm. I quiet the dog, but you are holding me, and I am a small green monster with a crooked tooth. I say, where did this scarf come from? I say, how come my socks are pulled up so fucking high? And eventually we always awake, and then I'll just know it will be several days before Missouri. And I spend a week in this cardboard box. I count the days by the smell of breakfast sausage. It comes each morning like a sexy bird. It comes each morning, and I hunger for you, and I start to eat pieces of cardboard that I cook with the warmth of my fingers in the way that I sometimes cook you with my fingertips. I wish I had learned to knit. I spend each moment pulling string from inside myself out through my mouth. The ball of string becomes larger than my monster's oval head. The color of the ball is purple, of course. And I think my heart is so much like your heart. I think my heart is not tiny, but very, very full. I think if I were to make myself a hat from the string, I would wear my heart on my head. This is a disaster. Has my heart not once ever kept us warm? If you were here, you would say, what the fuck does that even mean? If you were here, you would say, do not pull the strings too tight. The cotton will stretch and your hat will never fit.